So I will call meeting of the Conservation Commission in order for September 3rd. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Moving second, all those in favor?
Aye.
On our agenda, we have a new public hearing, which I will read into the record, and then they have requested a continuance. So, under the Wetland Protection Act, Chapter 131, Section 40 of Mass General Law is amended, and the West Bridgewater Wetland Protection Bylaw Rules and Regulations, the West Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing the 3rd of September 2019 in the McDonald Brown Conference Room, 65 North Main Street, for a notice intent filed by Forowski Realty Group on behalf of Michael Raposa to repair and upgrade an existing septic system within 100 feet of an isolated vegetated wetland at 265 West Center Street. And we're open, and they've asked for a continuance till the next meeting, John?
Let me
Did
just
they-
make sure. This copy came in today at 3:30, and I was at a meeting until 4:30, so sorry about this. To the 17th.
Okay.
So motion to continue to the 17th.
Second.
Moved and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
So the next item on the agenda is 10 Turnpike Street, which is the enforcement order. There's a signature page in the little packet there that is ready for your signatures.
Okay, good. Put agendas, so I'll get those out, just so we've got them. Right. There's-
Oh, okay, this is what we, yeah.
Yeah, so I will entertain a motion to
Issue?
sign the enforcement order.
Motion to sign?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.
While you're signing those, or signing it as you pass it around, I'll update you on the sludge complaint at 426 East Center Street. I sent out a third letter since our last meeting.
3 in a week, John?
No, it's like once a week.
Okay.
The first one was to say that you got to get a hold of us because we don't believe that you're complying with the sludge regulations. The second one was a follow-up to Mr. Wood coming in and asking for the particular regulations that I felt he wasn't complying with, and so I photocopied and sent them off in the mail. And then the next letter was, I'm scheduling a site inspection on the 4th at 9 a.m. in the morning, obviously. And if you have any concerns, get a hold of me. And while I was at that meeting this afternoon, there was a package slid under the door with some other documents that indicate that Earth Source, the people that make the sludge and have had a permit to do so, had a permit that was issued February 2014, and it is now expired because it's only good for 5 years.
The people that make it?
Yeah. So I don't know if he realized that, but he gave me the permit that shows that they're authorized to make it and distribute it. And
That's fine, but
it's already over. It's
but that's even expired.
so that's probably a minor technicality,
Yeah.
but I will be going there tomorrow, accompanied by most likely a police officer, and I will conduct
What time are you gonna go?
9 o'clock.
9?
So I'll see how it goes. If
Yeah.
they say you can't come on the property, then we won't go on the property.
And what would be the next?
Administrative search warrant.
Okay.
And I've got a template that DEP suggests we use, and the police department will take it to the courthouse and show what we put in this template.
Mhm.
And hopefully, we'll get the sign off to do a search warrant. But I'll let you know
You go
after.
from there, yeah.
So there's no motion or anything, just informational. 55 Crescent Street, I haven't had opportunity to set up any appointment to get them to sign it, although I spoke with the lady of the house, the wife, and she's good with it, but I have to get there when her husband is not working and sit down with him, have him sign it and notarize it for him. So I'll put that on the next agenda. And then there's W.B. Mason invoice, there's
Yep.
the,
And the only thing in here for 10 Turnpike is that, and I don't see any signature spot, so I'm not quite sure, do we just sign? There's no signature page. So I'm thinking we may need to stop by, a few of us, in the next day or two.
you're right, this is the first page.
Right,
and-
I saw 104, so I'm thinking that,
I don't want to take the time to run up and try to,
It's urgent.
although I did print out, no. I don't want to inconvenience you though, it won't take long, want me to do that?
Sure. right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Might as well.
well, if he's doing that, I can make sure you
Bill.
guys are aware. I'm not sure they got forwarded. FYI, on Friday, September 20th,
I saw that.
the selectmen have their annual appreciation barbecue cookout, if
I didn't
anybody's
realize they pay for it.
around. Yeah. So if anybody's around on Friday at
Yeah, I'm
noontime,
gonna go, yeah. Mohegan Sun.
and this is just an FYI, the First Church is doing a fundraiser to Mohegan Sun on October 5th. And they just sent that out to everybody. And the other thing you'll notice on John's agenda is item number 5. Kitty has new work hours,
Yes,
so they are going to be Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 8 to 2.
it's the same number of hours.
Same number of hours. It's just won't be here to do the minutes. She's going to take from John's notes and any notes we provide her and do up just a set of minutes for that. And it actually gives her the 18 hours, and we don't have to juggle the meeting nights.
So
To
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. It'll be Monday, Tuesday.
a Wednesday, right?
And if previous
She'll be
days
here
before-
Tuesday night, so
So John will be here for our meeting nights,
she
and
won't.
she won't. And that way, there she gets the 18 hours a week in those 3 days. So she's there for
Yeah,
6.
because she gets paid for being.
Right, for being here, and we always had to figure out how to juggle
Okay,
Yeah,
whether it was a short night, a long night.
yeah, is that problematic for him to
No, he's already here, and he's
take
doing
the
up.
minutes?
Yeah, I mean, he's already doing the notes that he's supplying us,
Sure,
and so
sure.
editing those and sending them
I
is.
hate taking minutes.
yeah.
FinCom, someone, well, we finally hired someone, but
Yeah, I
who
mean,
wants to take the minutes?
and this actually, in a way, works better because we'll actually have coverage all 4 days of the week
Good.
when somebody's so Monday through Thursday,
And John, what days is he here?
and he's here
Almost all the time.
every day but Friday.
Yeah.
So, and he's here Wednesday nights.
All right.
So he comes in later on Wednesdays and stays later.
How are they doing for help in general up there, do you think?
So far, I mean, I think with these new hours, it should help.
Yeah.
And especially going digital,
Yeah.
they've been finally scanning a lot of the records in, so we don't have to
I
keep
mean,
buying
you know,
file cabinets.
obviously, if they need some more part-time help, have to get it for them.
I know you've been helping scan stuff in, so it's,
Have you been over there? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I helped John through the senior work-off program,
Yes.
and my hours were done, like in the latter part of May, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there we go.
Signature page. So this is sort of after the fact, if I recall.
Yes, and they're gonna say, well, what do we do? And all they need to do is record the order of conditions that was issued years ago
Yeah.
and provide us with an as-built, and then we can issue them a certificate of compliance.
Beautiful.
And I'll make it quite clear that it's not only a violation of the Wetlands Protection Act, but of our own wetland bylaw, that all that was done without the recording.
Yeah.
So it's pretty serious, but it's just a, more
So
or less.
you've been in touch with them?
No, I've
No.
tracked down who the legal owner is.
Okay.
They're out of town, they don't even occupy the building there. They're a, out of town, actually it says even a foreign corporation,
Really?
but it's, I don't know why. I mean, it could have been, they filed papers in another state, so that would make it foreign to Massachusetts.
Right.
While you were out, I updated them on Kitty's new work hours.
Okay, good.
So they know about that. And unless you have anybody have anything else?
I just want to mention
Yep.
that we'll have a presence at Park Day. The theme of the table will be stormwater mitigation for residential properties. And it will be a model, fingers crossed that it works, because I'm still building it. But it's a model that will show a residential home, a lawn, a street in front, and a second model that shows a forest around a house with shrubs and a lawn with very little bit of lawn, and take equal amounts of water using a measuring cup and pour the same amount on model number 1, model number 2, but before doing so, ask the person or people in front of the table or booth, which do you think will have less runoff? And keeping the fingers crossed, hopefully it'll be the one with all the trees and the shrubs and rain garden.
Where are you having it again?
It's at Park Day, just at our booth. Usually we're near the bridge near Ash Street.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is part of that requirement, isn't it, from
From the MS4, we have to
yeah.
do public
awareness
and things, and we're
Yeah.
better to get a huge crowd. And they usually estimate how many they've had there, so we can provide that metric to the
Sure.
EPA. Not this year, because our annual report is due on the 30th, but it was as of May 31st. So it's going to be on next year's annual report, but that's part of the public participation, and then also public awareness of different techniques to prevent stormwater pollution.
Excellent.
So the model could possibly be revised in the future to show that the runoff from the lawn, driveway and house only, without a lot of pretty landscaping, might be polluted because of the color that comes out at the end. Animal refuse, fertilizers, chemical pesticides. Those all are collected as the runoff gets into the street. And then the other model theoretically wouldn't have that color going into the street because it's been collected by the rain garden and taken up by the plants in the rain garden. So we'll see. I worked on it this last weekend and got the basic components together. Haven't done a test run yet. And I'm not waiting
When
until
is Park Day?
it's on Sunday from 10 to 5 or something like
Wow.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome. Very good. Anybody, anything else? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
We're done.